ANC in the Eastern Cape is holding its special General Council today, taking place in East London. The General Council is preparing for the party's upcoming 55th National Elective Conference, which is taking place next week. The province will have the biggest delegation after KwaZulu-Natal. Let's go live now to SABC News reporter Mcebisi Ncina and video journalist Vuyokazi Funani. Mcebisi, good morning to you. Thanks indeed for joining us on the program this morning. Take us through the order of proceedings this morning, and we know that the Eastern Cape is very much behind the current ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Good morning, Criselda, and also to your viewers. You are quite correct. Today is the Special General Council of the ANC in the province. The intention of this General Council is just to consolidate some of the work that has been done by the province in preparation for the upcoming elective conference, whether at branch level, at REC, and also at the PEC. As you correctly said, I spoke earlier on with Provincial Secretary Lulamangokaitobi earlier on, as they actually said that they will also be supporting the incumbent president of the party and also of the country, Cyril Ramaphosa, in this upcoming elective conference. But the province has actually came under fire. If you remember last week, it actually announced that for dissolving the Amathole region. This is one of the regions that has been constantly at loggerheads with the PEC since it actually took over from this province. They are quite unhappy about the work that has been done by the PEC. But the acting Secretary General Paul Mashatile has written to the Provincial Secretary Lulamangokaitobi questioning that decision, saying that there was a decision taken that they should not be disbanding or dissolving of any branches, saying that that spirit, although it's actually speak directly to the branches, but it also applied to the structures of the ANC. But joining me now, I'm joined by the Provincial Secretary Lulamangokaitobi. Sir, thank you so much. Let's talk about the letter that was written to you by the acting Secretary General Paul Mashatile. What was so urgent for you to dissolve Amathole?
Nothing urgent and nothing that is not urgent about it. The organization continues with its own work before the conference and after the conference. So we are doing what is supposed to be done by the incumbent structure of the African National Congress, to look at the functionality and problems of the organization and act accordingly. So we have acted in line with what the constitution of the African National Congress dictates, and therefore it is in the interest of the African National Congress to look at all the risk areas and ensure that the African National Congress take the necessary actions in order to correct and self-correct the organization.
But Paul Mashatile is raising a point, saying that a decision was taken that there should not be any dissolving of any branches or any structures, especially going to the conference, that will actually destabilize the ANC. But why you actually felt you compelled to dissolve before the conference? Some people they are saying this is more like purging for people that are actually at disagreement with the PEC.
We have talked to yourselves about the reasons, and those particular reasons are not in dispute, not unless there is a dispute of fact about the reasons behind the dissolution of the ANC. It's not the first structure that has dissolved structures. In Gauteng, a West Rand region was dissolved post that particular letter, because that letter has no effect on the Regional Executive Committee. It's specific in line with what we have said. We are not speaking about the spirit, but we are speaking about the contents of the letter. The letter specific is about the branches, because it's the branches that are going to be represented in the National Conference. As a consequence of that, that dissolution of the Regional Executive Committee has absolutely no effect or alternatively implications for the branch delegates and the branches of the ANC in the Eastern Cape, in particular in Amathole.
Have you submitted the report to the acting Secretary General?
Yes, of course. We have submitted that particular report in line with what was expected, and that report is with the Secretary General.
Let's talk about this Special General Council here today. What can you expect?
We can only expect two things: the consolidation of the ideas of the Eastern Cape in response to the National General Council's recommendations on specific sectoral items, whether it's about the strategy of the organization going to the future, whether it's about the program of the African National Congress, whether it's about education, health, whether it's about dealing with the problems of either the unemployment, poverty and inequality, whether it's about crime and the gender-based violence that has been part of the problems of the South African society.
What would be your top two priority submissions in the conference?
There are so many. Of course, the people of the Eastern Cape have a serious crisis that relates to unemployment. So we'll be talking about the unemployment on what are the strategies in the context of the economic development and economic stimulation of in the country, so that you can address both the poverty on one side and unemployment on the other side. But the second element is that has been bedeviled our community, particularly in the Eastern Cape, is in relation to the issue that relates to crime, criminality. That criminality, unfortunately, affects the most vulnerable, being women and children. And unfortunately, our province is one of the most affected by that.
Thank you so much for your time, Sam.
Thank you very much.
That was the Provincial Secretary Lulama Ngcukaitobi just outlining some of the issues that they will be discussing, the Special General Counsel that is expected to sit in the next 30 minutes. But we'll actually be bringing more news as things unfold inside here. I just remember as one of the things that the ANC has also raised in this province, that they will actually be tabling in the commissions of the upcoming National Elective Conference, is that they wanted additionally DSG in that top 6 structure, saying that the work, it will actually reduce the work overload that is actually at the moment. You've got the acting Treasury General Paul Mashatile acting in a position of SG and also DSG. But on my side, back to you in studio.
SABC, thank you very much indeed. I'm sure here on the show we will cross to you, or other programs as well will cross to you to get the latest update on that. Thank you very much indeed, SABC.